Just arrived at Malahide Park and about to set off and do this MAF run test, and I have to say I'm feeling a little nervous about this one. It's only an 8k run at an easy pace, but yeah, it's got my nerves going a little bit because I want to see some results, I guess. Finished a second MAF run here in Malahide Park. It went really well. I'm actually really pleased with it. I was a little bit nervous starting out, a little bit apprehensive before I set off, and once I got into it, it felt pretty good. It made a big difference having the Ticker X heart rate monitor. The first time I did the test, I spoke about in that video where I put the video about the first MAF test. I had a Cuspo, which is a generic branded heart rate monitor, and although it's good, it's not very reactive. So when you would push your pace up, it would take a while for the heart rate to come up, and then when my heart rate would elevate too much, it would take a while for it to come down. It'll be interesting to go home now and have a look at the data and really sit down and look at each of those laps individually, look at what the heart rate was like, and see where it's going, because I've done a month now of this Maffetone training, and I have to say, just the way the kilometers were clicking off my arm, I'm quite pleased with how it went. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it is. Well, I maybe preempted a bit, it might not have been that good, but I feel pretty good now, and fingers crossed it is as good as I'm thinking. I'm back from my run. I got showered up and cleaned up and had a chance to just quickly look through some of the data. So yes, very pleased with how the second MAF test went. My first MAF test, I'll stick the screenshot up there. I ran in, it was 5:13 per kilometer for the 8 kilometers. That was the average pace with an average heart rate of 134. And in today's, I'll stick on this side, today's run was an average of 5:03 per kilometer. For the 8k. That was just 40 minutes and 26 seconds. So that's a 10 seconds per kilometer quicker. I'm really pleased with that, because over the last month, I've run probably average about 40 to 45 kilometers a week, which I found pretty easy to do. And I didn't do any workouts. I had no strides, no workouts, no sprints, no anaerobic stuff at all. Every single run that I did was MAF running, watching that heart rate, turning the watch every couple of seconds, making sure the heart rate is banging that training zone, and just trying to keep it there for the whole time. So that was really good, and it worked out really well. There was times during the month where I was really questioning whether this was a good idea. I'm walking again. I'm going easy. My heart rate's up at 154. There was times when I was walking and I was looking at the watch and I'm thinking, what am I doing here? I could be wasting some valuable time, because like I said, I've got 2 half Ironman races, one in September and one at the end of October. And there's only, I think there's four or 5 weeks between them. I was really questioning, you know, am I wasting a month here with this sort of training? But anyway, I'm really pleased. I had been running 40 to 45 kilometers a week before starting, and I just hadn't noticed any difference. I was trying to do workouts on the bike. I was trying to do workouts on the run. I couldn't motivate myself to do those run workouts. Every time I'd go out to run, it was always a chore, and I'd be beating myself up because I wasn't getting any better. And then I stumbled across the Maffetone method, which I'd read about years ago, and I had done, when I trained for my first Ironman back in 2007, I had pretty much done the whole thing with heart rate training. So I just thought, right, I'll give the Maffetone method a go. And like I said, it has been a struggle on a couple of the runs. Some of the runs have been fantastic, I've just felt great. But I'm really pleased today. The results will come in, and the facts, the stats are there. Stats are there to back it up. It's definitely working for me. I definitely got fitter. I definitely got faster over the month. And we'll see how we go next month. Preliminary goal for next month will be to do sub 40 minute 8K. So it'll be less than 5 minutes per kilometer. So we'll see if I can get that done. Okay, so just back from a 17K run. So today is Sunday. Yesterday I did the MAF test. So I'm just popping back on. Before I post the video, I want to just put up one thing I forgot. I mentioned the goal for next month was to do the Maffetone test in under 40 minutes if possible. That will be the goal. So that's going on under 5 minutes per kilometer. But also, I mentioned in the previous video that I had a 5K race coming up, the Portmarnock to Beach virtual race. So I just got this in the post the other day, and it's the t-shirt for the race. The Road to Beach race, Portmarnock Road to Beach race. You can either do 5K or 5 miles. So I'm gonna go with the 5K to try and beat that 5K time that I did just before I started Maffetone training. I did a 23:03 5K time trial, which for me was pretty slow. 2 years ago I was running 5K in about 18:10, I think was my PB about 2 years ago. So anyway, that's something that I'm going to be cracking on with next month. I'm going to do a few workouts leading up to that race. So definitely going to do some strides just to get some speed into those legs and get them used to turning over at a slightly faster pace. And the 5K race I do will not be Maffetone. So I'll be going for that in that race just to see where I am and see how far I've come. Anyway, I'll pick up some videos during the week on that, but that's what you can look forward to between now and then.